So again, this is a nor'easter type weather system, really picking up a lot of strength as it moves north up the coastline of the Carolinas. First, the snow could start showing up in the early afternoon around the south shore of Nova Scotia. And then from the afternoon to the first part of the evening, snow is expected to develop across much of that province. Now, as we head through Sunday evening, the snowfall rates for Nova Scotia in particular are going to start to increase. And at that point in time, some of the snow arrives into Prince Edward Island, where the snowfall rates for eastern parts of PEI will pick up throughout Sunday evening and Sunday night. Maybe some lighter snow getting over the Bay of Fundy and into southern areas of New Brunswick. Now, while the snow is ramping up, the wind speeds are also increasing, and out of the north and northeast, you can see some of these gusts, some fairly widespread gusts. Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and around the Bay of Fundy coastline in New Brunswick, 60 to 80 kilometers per hour, maybe as high as 90 on exposed areas of the coast and some of the higher terrain. That, of course, is going to get that falling snow blowing around. There'll be extensive areas of blowing and drifting snow. And additionally, when we get into these winter storms that have these stronger winds, it does increase the chances that we could have some power outages. Now, the snow continues to fall, and the winds remain on the high and gusty side into the early morning hours of Monday. There'll be an easing of that snow from the west of the Maritimes off towards the east as we move through Monday morning into Monday afternoon. However, there may be some lingering areas of flurries and lighter snow that extend through the afternoon hours and into the evening, and a risk of some snow squalls developing off the Gulf of St. Lawrence for parts of the north shore of mainland Nova Scotia and Inverness and Victoria counties in Cape Breton. And if those snow squalls set up and continue into Monday evening and Monday night, they'll be bringing that part of the Maritimes some additional snowfall amounts. Now, while we're on the topic of snowfall amounts, it's my expectations at this point in time for this weather system. The heaviest of the snow falling along the Atlantic coastline of Nova Scotia and then into the east of that province. I think it'll be near 30 centimeters around the south shore, all the way up into the Halifax area and extending up to the eastern shore. The potential for some pockets of higher snowfall amounts, maybe up to around the 40 centimeter mark or a little bit higher in the interior of the east of Nova Scotia, especially Pictou and Antigonish counties, any areas that have a little bit of higher terrain, and of course the higher terrain in Cape Breton. Snowfall amounts for the rest of Nova Scotia could range between 15 and 30 centimeters, except maybe a little bit lower around coastal areas of the Bay of Fundy and down towards the Digby Neck, as well as the very northern part of Cumberland County. In Prince Edward Island and Kings County, 20 to 30 centimeters of snow. Charlottetown, around 15 centimeters. And then lower snowfall totals into the west of Prince Edward Island and into the southeast of New Brunswick. And very little snow for northern, central, and western areas of New Brunswick from this weather system, that part of the Maritimes furthest away from it. Now, temperatures are going to be quite cold tonight in the region with lows down to the minus teens, many between minus 10 and minus 16, minus 18 up around the northwest of New Brunswick. Coastal areas of Nova Scotia tonight with low temperatures between minus 8 and minus 10. High temperatures in the forecast for tomorrow in the north of New Brunswick, mostly between minus 5 and minus 10, with central and southern parts of the province with high temperatures between minus 6 and minus 9. For Prince Edward Island for tomorrow, high temperatures will be around minus 7, minus 8 for most communities, a mostly sunny but breezy day, so wind chill a factor. Eastern areas of Nova Scotia with highs between minus 4 and minus 7, maybe some isolated flurries, especially in Cape Breton. Northern and central parts of the province, minus 4 to minus 7 for tomorrow with a mix of sun and cloud and breezy winds. Still a chance of flurries in the southwest of Nova Scotia, highest for Digby, Yarmouth, and Shelburne counties. Taking a look at the extended forecast for New Brunswick. So there's the snow potentially developing late in the day and Sunday evening and night in southern parts of the province. There's a chance of flurries in behind it for Monday. A mix of sun and cloud on Tuesday of next week, sunny on Wednesday. Colder temperatures there as we're into the first part of February, and a chance of flurries on Thursday. For Nova Scotia in the forecast, we've got that snow developing as we make our way through Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening, really ramping up during the evening and night hours along with the winds, and then some pretty inclement weather conditions extending at least into Monday morning. There'll be a chance of flurries after that on Tuesday. Wednesday, a mix of sun and cloud, chance of flurries on Thursday of next week, and a mix of sun and cloud on Friday. And for Prince Edward Island in the forecast, watching for snowy and windy conditions developing Sunday night, ongoing into Monday morning. After that, flurries in the forecast for Tuesday, a mix of sun and cloud for Wednesday, chance of flurries on Thursday of next week, and Friday, a mix of sun and cloud.